This video on fun is brought to you by our viewers, supporters, members, and also in partnership with the following. Zudica Robotics offers durable, polished, and anodized aluminum channels, now available in several different color options to customize your robot at Zudica.com/robots. No rough edges and a versatile hole pattern allow for positioning at multiple angles. Teams in the US, you can request a free sample, apply for team grants, and register for 25% off at Zudica.com/robots.
Welcome to the 2025 VALOR CAD Challenge Award Ceremony presented by the Fun Robotics Network. I'm Magnus Gaunt, and your host and lead organizer of the 2025 VALOR CAD Challenge from FRC team 6800 VALOR. We have 28 incredible robot submissions to show off for this year's game Stack Up. Before we get into the game and submissions, let's introduce our judges for this evening who have been working hard to critique these incredible submissions. For our first judge, we have Brett King from FDC 30030 Exodus. We also have Isaac Seeloff from FRC 2046 Bare Metal, and from FRC 6800 Valor is judge and organizer Gabriel Gard. I would also like to thank Michael Harrington from FRC 1678 Citric Circuits for being a part of the game design commission team, and Matthew Richmond from 16311 Recoil for helping verify and polish the game. Let's get into how the game Stack Up was played and how teams were judged on their submissions. This year's CAD Challenge Stack Up is played on a standard 12-foot by 12-foot FTC field with 30 seconds auto, 90-second teleop, and 30-second endgame. In this game, teams will have to traverse the scaffolding to score points on the stack board and stack pulls. The scaffold can be traversed in 3 different ways: through the teeter-totter, the over-under, and the low bar, each providing their own challenges and advantages. The over-under required teams to go over a 1.5-inch bump in under a 12-inch bar, and the low bar will require robots to be under 7.5 inches tall when crossing. The game object is called a node. It's a 5-inch plastic sphere, which can be obtained by having the human player place them on top of the loading bay or into the hole onto the platform. Teams can score the alliance-colored nodes in the high goal or low goal of the stack board, obtaining more points for higher scoring. However, teams will be required to have to be strategic about scoring, as getting a 4 in a row will obtain teams bonus points. The stack board will reset when 2 neutral nodes are placed onto the same stack pool, requiring the human player to reset the field by pulling the lever on the stack board. Points are kept when this is done. For the endgame period, teams can climb by either balancing on the teeter-totter or hanging above the mid-level or high-level indicator as shown below, achieving the low, mid, and high climb respectively. The CAD Challenge uses ranking points to determine where the teams rank for alliance selections, which can be obtained through resetting the field twice, scoring 16 nodes in the stack board, or obtaining 24 points through climbing. With 20 amazing submissions, it was sometimes really difficult to choose between one or the other. We created a rubric for teams to follow and has been made public for teams to reference. This is split into 5 categories: the press release, general robot design, detail and engineering excellence, innovation, aesthetic, and render quality. To clarify in some potential confusion, we allowed teams to submit unscored renders for the award ceremony, so if the score for the render don't represent its quality, this is likely why. Even if your team is announced, be sure to stick around and support other teams. There will be a Studica giveaway during the stream, so stay tuned for that. Now, before we get into our top 20 teams, we would like to give some honorable shout-outs for the other competitors.
First, we have Team 12016 Mishmash from Dor Ishtis from Team 12016. This team had a compact and nicely pocketed drivetrain, allowing them to quickly traverse the field. However, the outtake was not quite rigid enough for them to make the top 20.
Next up, we have Team 1477 RPS Roller, designed by Rishabh Yadav, Rifrika Pradesh, and Man Patel from FRC Team 1477. While unfinished, the design of the robot showed promise of the usage of a tank drive to easily clear all the obstacles.
Next, we have Team 2587 Discobots, designed by Salvador Munoz and Berfato Levi Hidalgo from Team 2587. This robot had a nice lift and a solid drivetrain. However, a lack of necessary electronics and some slightly illegal brushless motors held the robot back.
Next, we have Team 1318 Voltage, designed by Cole Bennington and Rian Boykin from Team 13811. We enjoyed the in-depth engineering portfolio and reasoning behind your design, and found the meanings behind your design to be quite interesting.
Next, we have Team 2569 Evergreen Techatrons, designed by Nitin Faktish, Rishan Parikh, and Nurhan Chandirashar from FTC Team 25690. This team had a really innovative strategy utilizing a ramp on top of the robot to deposit nodes, and they also had a claw to easily grasp nodes on the field. However, the robot was a little too tall and their drivetrain was a little too low for them to easily cross the field, keeping them out of the top 20.
Next up, we have Team 1188 Ravens. This was designed by Andrew Matola and Shaylin Sims from FRC Team 1188. They said that they were trying to imitate Mabtown Robotics' climb from last year and their elevator. So they made this very simple but efficient design that earned them a spot on the live stream.
Next up, we have Team 8598 Electro, designed by Josie, Nathan, and Amador from FRC 8598. There was a whole lot to unpack on this robot and quite a lot of detail in all parts. However, we were concerned about a few parts that we felt could potentially break, or other intersecting pieces. But we really liked the idea and thought put in for the game.
And lastly, we have Team 3036, Droid Rage, by Dalberto and Joseph from FRC 3035 and FTC 10862. Team 3036 showed off their innovation with a dual claw pass-off design. By doing so, they eliminated the need for a pivoting linear slide and ended up with quite the creative bot that we enjoyed.
With shoutouts of the way, we'll now be getting into our top 20 submissions for the competition. Starting off with number 20, we have Team 4997 Maspay, designed by Anderson, Tapas, and Hecker from FRC Team 1369 and FTC 1369. We really liked how they designed their claw to be able to rotate so that it was very easy to pick up the node, having the rollers be horizontal, so there wasn't any precise alignment. We also really liked the innovative way to align the neutral nodes to actually score on the stack pull. However, there was no way to actually obtain the neutral nodes, which we felt really held the robot back.
Next, we have Team 18, Zenf, designed by Aiden Garcia and Carlos Cardial from FTC Team 18458. Zenf has built a beautifully designed robot that crosses function with visual appeal. Their power takeoff design and turret that can move horizontally on a vertical linear slide, yes, you heard that right, display deep mechanical knowledge. The only thing holding them back is their ability to handle the midfield obstacles. Being slightly too low to the ground and over 6 or 7.5 inches, they are sadly unable to cross the midfield. Additionally, while we love the power takeoff design, unfortunately, hanging on the over-under bar doesn't award climb points. Despite these issues, the judge team loved your in-depth and unique design.
Next, coming in at number 18, we have Team 21239, All Systems Go, designed by Nirmhan and Cade from FTC Team 12682 and Team 21239. This team made use of TPU and a fast-spinning intake to quickly snatch nodes from the human player station. But perhaps more impressive is this team's unique claw, which utilizes nanotape to grip the nodes, allowing the team to score neutral nodes no matter their orientation. However, issues with the drivetrain made crossing the field a bit too hard for us to rank this impressive robot higher.
Next up, in spot number 17 is Team 8592 Freak RC, designed by Kent, Shreyas, and Sawyer from FRC Team 8592. We really loved the overall concept of the bot, and there was clearly a lot of detail put into the manufacturing, aesthetics, and detail with being sure to include all the fasteners. We felt the claw was also very well done, and we really liked the innovative way to hang by using a magnet as opposed to some form of way to actually grip it. However, the point where we felt that it was potentially a little weak is that the pivot was powered by servos, and we were worried if this was actually able to properly pivot the structure.
Next, coming in at slot 16, we have Team 5788 Overclock. This robot was designed by Caleb Clark and Noah Clark from FTC Team 15083. This team had a mid-climb which was simple but effective, lifting them above the field. In addition, Overclock had a quick active intake mounted on a pivot, allowing them to easily grab and deposit nodes on the field. However, they were just a bit too tall for their plan to cycle strategy to work.
Next up, in number 15, we have Team 2048, also known as Team 2048. This team, designed by Abdullah and Luis from FTC 26339, FTC Team 24161, and FRC Team 9289, has a masterclass of a design presentation and an extremely viable robot. Team 2048 has made a strong contender of a robot. Their singular focus on maximizing 4 in a rows lead them to create the design that excels in quick cycles. While there is some concern around the pivoting axle's structural integrity, overall, this team has made a powerful robot.
Next up, in 14th, we have Team 9974, basically Thor, and their robot Mjolnir, designed by Kwek and Vinesh from FTC Team 20077 and FTC Team 29692. This is quite an impressive robot, knowing that the designers started just this Friday morning. It has a 4-stage box 2 lift and a carbon fiber intake with gecko wheels for extra grip. The robot also comes with a differential wrist for stacking on poles, and a limelight for object detection, and an autonomous teeter-totter park. However, as cool as this climb is, we had some concerns about the geometry and viability, and there were some minor issues with clipping in the CAD. But otherwise, we love this design and amazing renders. Next up, we have, in 13th place, Team 0070, Surface Squad, designed by Aaron, Nick, and Jack from FTC Team 22345. This team's robot consisted of a compact drivetrain with a differential turret on top. We loved the packaging of this design, and we thought it was very impressive. The arm's pitch is controlled by 2 axon maxes, which allow for precise articulation. And this robot has a has a PTO to switch the drivetrain motors to the climb, which we thought was pretty impressive.
Next, coming in at number 12, 2030 Good Potatoes, designed by Bruce Sotvik and Abraham Manga, as well as Daniel Huang from FRC Team 5417. This team had a compact box tube slide implemented with a pivot on their robot. However, their claw needed a bit too precise of an alignment to quickly grab nodes for cycles.
And next up, in 11th, we have Team 12499, Gear Up, designed by Liam Duran, Jonathan, and Chloe from FTC Team 12499. We love this robot. It was named Crunch Time since it was finished last minute. The robot is able to fit underneath the human player station, and it intakes from the top. We also really like this unique design, which combined both a shooter and vertical slides. So it can shoot the nodes out of the top, or it can also articulate the claw in the front to place them that way. However, we were a little worried about the clearances on the arm, so that's why we had to give it a lower rank. But amazing robot.
Before we get to the top 10, we have a Studica giveaway, and we're going to bring on fun producer Tyler to talk more about that.
Hey, yeah, thanks a lot. So we're going to be doing a giveaway. As mentioned before, Studica Robotics is sponsoring gift cards for the top 3 teams on here, but we do have an extra giveaway for the audience as well, too. So if you're interested in winning that, just type in Studica in chat right now for a chance to win a $25 Studica gift card. And if you do win, we'll give you instructions on where to go to claim that gift card as well, too. And you can check out all the great stuff that Studica Robotics has to offer, including now 6 different colors for their structure kit, which is all made out of T6 aluminum. So good luck, everybody. Type Studica in chat right now.
Okay.
Thank you so
Next
much.
up,
So, in number
Go
10,
ahead.
we have team 7100 Jasper Robotics by Aditya from FTC team 11419. Some things that we really loved about this was the extreme attention to detail. Also, all of the motors seemed correctly suited for the load, so everything in their engineering portfolio was very accurate. And they had all the proper sensors for the intaking that they need to do. Some things that we would have liked to see were some more strategy and auto detail. And we're a little bit worried about their ability to cross the teeter-totter, limiting them. But we really loved the design and loved how they made full use of their pivoting slides.
Next up, we have team number 9. And rank number 9, we have team 6777, Those Who Knows, by Eric and Mudet for from FTC team 18142. This robot is very well laid out and executed, and the team provided an in-depth explanation on how it may be machined. All the claw seems to be very efficient at picking up and manipulating the game piece. Additionally, all the sensors are accounted for, prioritizing the intake side camera. We feel that this robot was extremely well made. However, we are slightly concerned about the internal bracing between the drivetrain panels, which led us to put it at the number 9 spot.
Following that, up in number 8, we have team 1752 Tofu Torque by Alex, team 22437. So this impressive robot, which stands at just 6.2 inches tall when closed, really packs a punch. It has a winch climb with a secure clamping mechanism that allows it to climb high up the pole. And we love the amazing renders and beautiful portfolio that they put together for us. So great job to Tofu Torque.
Next up, at number 7, we have team 7415 Shabotics, made by Zach, Eason, and Elon from FRC team 7415. This team had a creative yet effective climb, which utilized wheels to climb straight up the pole and above the field, reaching just short of high tier. In addition, their large claw allowed them to easily grab nodes from far away, but unfortunately the robot didn't come with quite enough ports to wire all of their electronics, putting them at number 7.
Next up, at rank number 6, we have team 2412 Coming Soon Squad. Coming Soon Squad, made by Colin, Boyi, and Rylan from FTC teams 23,511, 10,298, and 16,750. With a lightweight and clean chassis, Team 2412 is not to be messed with. A clean implementation of a pivoting linear slide and a claw that orients the game pieces into the proper position to be scored onto the stack pulls leads them to be a cycling monster. Congrats to Team 2412 for their polished bot in rank 6.
Okay, now moving on to number 5, we have team 2456 Universal. This was made by Shrey and Daniel from FRC teams 3414 and 4192. and also FTC Team 1279. So this extremely polished robot really caught our attention. It has an active intake on a coaxial deposit and a coaxial 4-stage continuous slide with pivot, which allows it to score at all heights while also being able to cross the field quickly. Additionally, we thought this robot had a really impressive center of gravity with all of its motors for its drivetrain and lift, all located really close to the bottom of the robot. So really impressive and very practical robot. Good job to Universal.
Next up, just outside the top 3, we have team number 3035, Emmertron, made from Emery from team 3035 and team 10862. With a strong execution of a butterfly drivetrain to easily pass all the midfield obstacles, an active claw intake that will orient the ball, custom machined gears, and an extremely well-documented design process, Emmertron stands out as a robot to be reckoned with. The judge team particularly enjoyed the analysis and reasoning behind the butterfly drive and love your clean application of it. So congratulations to Team 3035 Emmertron for getting 4th place.
Okay, so now we are moving on to our top 3 robots. So get ready for these, and we'll tell you guys a bit more about some of the prizes that these top 3 robots are going to win. So in 3rd place, our awards are going to be a $10 Go Build a gift card and a $25 gift card for Sudic Robotics. And that prize goes to Team 788 Lumi Squad, designed by Saket, Zayden, and Avi from FTC Team 23511. So we love this impressive and quirky robot. It uses a 2-swerve drive drivetrain with omnipods on the other corners. Additionally, they have an impressive pivot and a really unique intake. On top of this, this team uses downforce fans to help keep their robot secured to the ground for fast movement, and they also use brushes around the edge of the chassis to help ensure that there's a tight vacuum kept under the robot. So yeah, we love this robot. Amazing renders from you guys. Congratulations on 3rd place to Lumi Squad. And that leads us on to number 2.
Next, our 2nd place team will be receiving a $40 Go Build a gift card and a $25 gift card from Sudic Robotics. Our number 2 team was Team 73554, the Fusioneers, by Matthew, Xavier, and Billa of FTC Teams 1991, 29,000, and 24,563, as well as FRC Team 4192. This robot had an impressive implementation of a tank drive utilizing mini belts for a suspension mechanism. In addition, this team coupled their tank drive with a turret mechanism, allowing them to traverse the field in straight lines, providing them with quick and efficient cycle times. Furthermore, utilizing a latch to grab onto the bar, this team was able to pull themselves high above the field for a medium climb. Once again, congratulations to the Fusioneers for 2nd place.
Coming in at 1st place, we have Team 2767 Iron Frame, made by Aiden, Akil, and Drew from FTC Team 27.
Apologies. Coming in at 1st place, we have Team 2767 Iron Frame, made from Aiden, Akil, and Drew from FTC Teams 27667, 21932, and FRC Team 4192. This robot was incredibly made, with its carbon fiber chassis being lightweight and efficient. Additionally, the telescoping arm in the center provided a strong frame and had a powerful end effector that was quickly and easily able to cycle balls. The one concern we had was the low to the ground chassis being unable to climb the teeter-totters. But besides this, this team really did do everything. with a custom-made drivetrain and a beautifully designed robot. This team truly deserves first place.
Yeah, so like you said, we really love the polished design of Iron Frame. So congratulations to Team 2767 for seeding first, and to all of the teams who provide submissions to the VALOR CAD Challenge. We also want to say thank you to all of our judges who worked so hard to rank these teams. Also, make sure that you stay in the VALOR CAD Challenge Discord for our next event, and thank you to Tyler from Fun for producing our award ceremony. Thank you to everyone else, and we'll see you next time.
Robotics offers durable, polished, and anodized aluminum channels now available in several different color options to customize your robot at studica.com/robots. No rough edges and a versatile hole pattern allow for positioning at multiple angles. Teams in the US, you can request a free sample, apply for team grants, and register for 25% off at studica.com/robots.